Hey, how you doing? Looks like we are live right now on the air. It's late in the afternoon out here on the West Coast. My name is Joe, checking in with you on July 10th. This is part of my campaign to do 100 videos in 100 days. And the goal of 100 videos in 100 days is to do a couple of things. First and foremost is to share with you some of the things that I draw inspiration from each and every day, every single day, even weekends. And as you can see, if you saw my video yesterday, I spent a lot of time out in the pool. I'm not sure what is more red, the skin on my face or the shirt that I'm wearing, but I'm here nonetheless. And I will share with you that, this morning and today I've been feeling a little bit sluggish. I'm not sure if it was from the time I spent in the sun or the things I was doing yesterday. I did have a visitor who showed up late in the day, and it was tumultuous. She actually had a dog. She brought a dog over. The dog was running around like crazy. It destroyed the toys that Sedona has. I'm dog sitting for Sedona, destroyed the toys. Actually captured a bird in the backyard and put an end to the bird in the backyard. This little dog of a Jean Frise, running around, tearing around, lifting his leg on. It was just, and I don't know if it impacted me, but I was very restless all night long. And I got up this morning and I've been kind of off kilter all day. And when that happens to me, I usually will look for some kind of outside inspiration to give me a little bit of a kick, to jolt me into reality, to put me in a place where I can clearly understand that although it may feel as though I'm having a challenging day, it may feel as though, there's obstacles in front of me that I just would prefer they weren't there, or maybe I just feel like blowing it off. And so I want to share with you today another book that I find tremendously helpful. I don't know if you've ever heard of this book or this guy. The guy's name is Bill Porter. Have you ever heard of this guy, Bill Porter? This is a New York Times bestseller, of course. The name of the book is 10 Things I Learned from Bill Porter. It's a true story of a door-to-door salesman who changed lives all over the world. As a matter of fact, there's a guy, an actor, I think his name is William Macy, who actually, there's a movie. This guy's been on 2020, and William Macy, you know who he is. He's an Academy Award-winning actor. He found out about this guy, wrote a screenplay, and they've made a film about this guy. I think Bill Porter he's deceased now, but this is an amazing, amazing story. Whenever you're feeling maybe a little bit run down, or you don't really feel like you just kind of want to stay in bed, you want to curl up, you want to do something that just isn't quite as difficult if that's what's going on, I urge you to get a hold of this book and plug into it, because you see, Bill Porter was a door-to-door salesman. He was a guy that was born, and right after he was born, it was discovered that he had cerebral palsy. He had a very difficult time maneuvering, walking, clutching his briefcase, and speaking. He had some problems speaking as a result of this challenge that he overcame. And when you get involved in the story and you see the amount of work that this guy did as a door-to-door salesman, traveling 70 blocks just to get to in the weather. He's in Oregon, up in Oregon, in Portland, Oregon, I believe. And, it's rough weather up there, and it's wintry and it's cold. And this guy just was relentless, never missed a day, and always found solace in the opportunities. He always found something to be genuinely enthusiastic about. And, I know that many of you are aware of Mark Victor Hansen, for example. On the back of the book, Mark Victor Hansen, he says, Bill Porter is a sterling example that each of us can overcome any adversity, setback, or handicap. Bill is an inspiration to everybody. Also, Stephen Covey of the 7 Habits, he says, oftentimes a disability or a disease will drain the life out of a person. In Bill Porter's case, it seems to have done the opposite. He is an example and inspiration for us all. So today, when I was feeling a little bit sluggish, I'll confess, as I did a moment ago. And it's like, okay, Joe, you got to suck it up. It's not, I'm living in a beautiful new place. And why am I tired today? Because I spent some time in the sun, and I had a late night visitor, and all of these illusions, they're all fallacies. It's all something that's just conjuring up, something showing up to get in the way of what my ultimate goal and my destination is for today. But sometimes and I know all of us, need some outside inspiration. We all need things like Think and Grow Rich, and How Rich People Think, and some of these other books that we actually kind of rely on for inspiration. And so this one here, I urge you guys to get it, okay? Some of the topics covered in the book, if I may quickly just tell you why this is so inspirational. Follow your passion. That's chapter number 1, which is what we've been talking about. Sometimes you have to find your passion, and we have something called the passion test that will help you connect with what is the real reason that you're doing the things that you're doing. because when you actually can identify and connect with that passion, some things then become, no chance, nothing's insurmountable. It doesn't matter how you get there, only where you're going. Mother knows best. Persistence pays off. Don't take no for an answer. In this guy's vernacular, and this is very, very interesting because I know that we live in this high-paced internet world. We can connect with hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people each and every day, utilizing some of the tools that are available to us each and every day. And so we get a lot of no's. As a matter of fact, that's really what the process is sorting through the no's until we find the people who are just like us. And this guy here, okay, don't take no for an answer. He has a whole topic and a whole chapter in here about the no's that he receives and what they really mean to him. And he knows that it really opens up the door for another opportunity. And this guy was walking, in the streets, in the snow, in the weather, without a car, sometimes taking a bus, knocking on doors every single day, became a top seller in his company, and also was world renowned, an inspiration to all. So I'm going to get back into the book. I'll see you tomorrow morning. As you guys know, we broadcast every single morning on the radio. For those of you who are joining us today for the very first time, you can check us out on Facebook and be plugged in, okay? Make sure that you report for duty tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Until then, I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, have a great evening, everybody. This is the book. This is the book of the day. See you. Talk to you tomorrow.